101-96. Pistons lead the Pelicans. Bay in the paint. Puts it up. No good. Peavy knocks it out the pool. We thought about the three and instead will drive and scoop. Layup is blocked by Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart's elite rim protecting showing up again. And Marcus Sasser on the other end overshoots a three. Green tries to save it and it goes to the Pelicans. DQ. Down the middle. Lost it. Daniss Jenkins couldn't hang on. Pelicans will still have it.
I like the timeout here by JB.
Thank you.
And JB is going to call a timeout for New Orleans. 5-point game with 4:51 to go. Pistons 101, Pelicans 96 in the Smoothie King Center.
Is there?
Welcome back to New Orleans. The Pistons lead 101-96.
Look at the assist. We talk about this all the time with the Pelicans.
With 4:51 to go, and the Pelicans have the ball with 17 left on the shot clock.
17 assists. When you start talking about with 4 minutes left, 4.5 minutes to go in this game, that's not going to get it done against really good defensive teams.
Extra touches, move the basketball. And right now, on the opposite side, it's 25 assists for the Pistons. And
Saddiq Bey will inbound. Tobias Harris will guard it. It's in the pool. Poole gets a screen by Misi. Going at Duren, turning, stopping, whipping a pass to Bey. He'll drive. Bey over two. It's blocked. Duren got a piece of it, and the outlet is stolen by Asar. Robinson lob. Asar slams it home. There's no Cade for the Pistons tonight, but they're still winning by 7. Misi to Poole, left wing. Poole turns the corner, stops. Murphy a three. I think he airballed it. Pistons ball.
28 of their triples. Just below 18%.
Duren gives it up to Jenkins, who brings it up and passes it to Harris.
You're only down 7, and you look at those numbers. You stayed in the
Harris.
and a hole.
And we got a foul. Jordan Poole fouled Duncan Robinson away from the ball.
100% a foul. I'm not questioning that one bit.
Clock stops with 4 left in the game.
How they've been guarding Trey Murphy throughout the course of this game, it's been a lot of that. But again, that comes with the reputation of being a really good defensive
4
team.
minutes even left. Jenkins has the ball with 10 on the shot clock. Hands to Robinson. Back to Jenkins. 6 seconds. Jenkins is doubled. Jenkins way out by the logo with 1. He puts it up. Missed it. Rebound goes to Jalen Duren, but we got a foul because he was getting held on the rebound by Yves Misi.
What Yves did wasn't wrong. I played for coaches that have said there are certain guys that are so good at offensive rebounding, don't even worry about you getting the ball. Just make sure he does.
Once again from the side out, Jenkins will look to find somebody, and he gets into Robinson.
He's out of 4 to play. It's only a 7-point
Robinson.
deficit.
Pass. Jenkins with 5 at the logo. He'll turn. He'll drive. Jenkins. Wild shot. And 1. Daniss Jenkins.
Back to 9 at the wrong time for the Pelicans. So Daniss Jenkins getting the start.
Nice moves. A lot of space there. A lot of space. He did a great job at creating.
Saddiq Bey will pick up the foul.
24.
And Daniss Jenkins.
He was not drafted. Started his college career 2 years at Pacific.
Having a big role this year with the Pistons. Starting tonight. Has been playing really well, and he completes the 3-point play off the front of the rim. It's a 10-point lead for Detroit. 15 for Jenkins. Poole. He'll drive. Now stop. Now drive again. Stop again. Kick to the corner. Peavy gets Robinson to jump. Peavy under the rim. Whips a pass to the Pistons bench.
10-point game. 3+ to play. And is the 19th turnover for the Pels. Turnovers even. Pels have been outscored 30.
Ball's in to Harris.
And points off mistakes. Yeah,
Harris
3 of 5 from beyond the arc.
with Sadiq Bey.
2 for 20.
Right wing. Pass to Jenkins at the logo.
Every time.
10 to shoot. Jenkins with Peavy on him. Screen by Asar. Jenkins met by Poole, and Jordan Poole will pick up a blocking foul.
Right.
19 turnovers to get you every time. Because
As you said, they average 16 plus.
right, that's who they are. They average 16 turnovers a game, but they're accustomed to playing that way and winning that way. When you play against teams like this, you can't play the way they play and expect to win.
Yeah, they're in the bonus. Well, they only have 3.
So the Pistons are now in the bonus. They'll shoot free throws for the rest of the night.
JB Bickerstaff. And the Pistons headed back home. Where it's about 5 degrees.
First one is good for Daniss Jenkins.
Pels will wrap up the season series with this ball club in March. By the way, JB finished second in Coach of the Year on his last team. Kenny Atkinson won. JB finished second.
Second one's missed by Daniss Jenkins.
Just because of the turnaround that team had.
Yeah, and in his first year, they went from 30th in defensive division season.
Poole to Bey. Bey down the middle, spins. He lost the ball, and Tobias Harris fouled him.
So he came in with a reputation, and don't forget what he did in Cleveland.
Right.
4 really good years. And when you get knocked out of the playoffs, they're looking elsewhere. And that's the case. But he flat out coach.
For some reason, it always seems to come back to the coach.
Yeah. And right now, Cleveland just a little bit over the 500 mark.
Right.
There's
Again, it always seems to come back to the coach.
First free throw falls for Sadiq Bey.
Yeah. So they finished 6 over 500 last year. They come into the game 31.
Second one drops as well, and the Pistons lead is down to single digits. It's a 9-point game.
But again, a team that's played about 5.
Jenkins.
We saw that with Houston.
Up by Bey, right wing.
Schedule.
Jenkins, pass, Duren in the middle,
Duren.
turning, shooting over Misi, wild shot. Asar couldn't tap it in. Duren the offensive board, and he puts it down.
They're back up by 11. Pels, it's a wire job right now. Pels never led in the game. They're down early.
Poole.
90 seconds in, it seemed. They were down 13-0.
Right side, pass, Misi, top of the key, looking for Bey. He's got him for 3. Got it! Sadiq Bey for 3. The Pelicans get a field goal for the first time in 3.5 minutes. And the lead's down to 8 with under 2 minutes to play.
You don't want to keep switching.
Jenkins with Sadiq Bey on him. Pass to Duren. Lob. Harris. Back to Duren, who cuts. He's fouled underneath by Misi.
Switching this, and then Jordan Poole's fronting, and now the whole weak side of the floor is compromised. You want to maintain that matchup and keep Sadiq Bey on Tobias Harris, right? So you're acquiescing to this switch. Now Eve has to help, right? So now once Eve helps, now you have Jalen Duren that's unaccounted for.
Yeah, give it back to them. And Tobias Harris did.
2 free throws for Jalen Duren. Both teams in the bonus now. And Jalen Duren drops the first.
They're the best team in the East.
Yeah.
They're the best team in the East by a long shot right now, Joe.
This is the latest they have been number 1 in the East since the 2006-2007 season. You remember they won, beat the Lakers in 5 in 2004 with the title with Chauncey Billups in that group.
Jalen Duren hits both.
She was
And it's a 10-point game once again.
a monster in the mid-range. Yeah.
Poole.
Really good. Everybody knew the rules on that team.
Yes, they did.
Really good team.
Pass to Bey.
95
Bey
seconds.
drives. Kick. Another kick. Poole thought about the 3. Instead, he'll go tack inside. Doubled. Duren got a piece of it. Ball goes out of bounds.
They'll go the other way. On the side was a touch by Duren. It didn't look like it was touch.
Last touch by Jalen Duren.
No challenge. And the
Oh,
Pelicans.
yeah, Duren hit it out.
6 in the shot clock. 1:26 to go in the game. Poole gonna try and find somebody. Into Murphy. Murphy with a SAR. Murphy. 2 seconds. Puts the 3 up. Missed it. Duren skies in for the board.
And that's rare for Trey this year to be 1 of 8 on his triples and 5 of 18 overall. We haven't seen that ever.
Harris.
No, not at all. But
Pass to Jenkins.
They'll go Detroit.
Yeah.
10 on the shot clock. Jenkins at the logo. Sadiq Bey, the former Piston, on him. 5 to shoot. Jenkins around Poole. Drives. Puts up a wild shot. Missed it. Jalen Duren offensive board, but we got a blocking foul underneath.
One way or another.
Call 9-11. So Eve is going to be called for the foul. Jenkins goes to the free throw line.
Daniss Jenkins will go to the line. Eve Misi fouled him.
And again, Daniss Jenkins is right on his average as a starter as far as points are concerned.
Not bad for
Jenkins splashes the first.
24 years old, working hard.
Average is 17 as a starter this season at 17 on the dot.
Yeah, interesting aggregation in their backcourt. And they've got the most dominant, Kate Cunningham. But then they've got Sasser and Jenkins' speed.
Oh, the second one he missed. Trey Murphy gets the rebound.
There's Levert.
Poole, cross court, deep three. Too strong. Rebound tipped out to Daniss Jenkins.
So Lee with a win in the first match of the Pels this year.
Now Jenkins trying to get past Bay. He'll stop and start. Under 40 seconds. He's at the logo with 12 to shoot. Jenkins is trying to dribble the clock out. The Pelicans are not going to foul. Saddiq Bey's on him. 4 to shoot. Jenkins will...
And because they gave it...
turn it over to Micah Peavy on purpose. Trey Murphy, ball's tipped out to Poole. Back to Peavy. Now Murphy, corner three. He's alone. He hits it.
I don't understand right there. Why would Jenkins throw the ball to Micah, and that's his turnover, as opposed to taking a shot clock, which is a dead ball team turnover?
Duren to Asar. Asar nearly lost it. Got across the timeline to Jenkins, and the Pistons beat the Pelicans here in New Orleans, 112 to 104. Thank y'all for watching. See you later. RV out. Peace.